Hey, it's Dasu, your K-content guide. Episode 4 made me feel the drama finally untangles one big knot while pulling an even scarier thread. The Pond Spirit's story ends, but Saeng-gang's real revenge begins right here. In Episode 4, Gucheon finally ends the Pond Spirit head-on. He descends deep into the realm of GWI, finds her, and with a branch of jujube struck by lightning, severs the cord of resentment binding her to the mortal world. I think the way this drama unbinds a curse by cutting the resentment itself, rather than smashing it with force, is exactly its class. But the price is terrifying. As a violent wind turns the entire palace upside down, Gucheon, his face transformed into something else, walks into the palace of the spirit world and heads for the king. The one who hunted ghosts came to the very brink of being devoured by one. I felt this is where the ever-thin line between hunter and prey in this world reveals itself most frighteningly. Once again, it's Saeng-gang who pulls him back. Following him all the way into the realm of GWI, she tells Gucheon that his mother's death was not his fault, that back then he was merely possessed by a GWI Mei. And when she embraces him, Gucheon barely regains his senses. I think this embrace, stronger than any action scene, is this drama's emotional peak. Back in the real world, Gucheon urgently drags Saeng-gang out of the pond. But when she faints, he turns his back on her in anger. It's fury at her recklessly following him into the dangerous realm of GWI, and really, it's fear at nearly losing her. I feel that Gucheon's clumsy way of getting angry instead of saying thank you is what keeps this character alive. Let me lay out the cast. Nam Joo-hyuk plays the Ghost Slayer Gucheon, Ro Yoon-seo plays Saeng-gang who hears the dead, and Cho Sung-woo plays the king shaken by the curse. And Jang Young-nam plays the Queen Dowager, at whom Saeng-gang's blade now points directly. I see this collision, where the two finally begin to clash head-on, as the real showdown of the back half. As a reward for defeating the spirit, Saeng-gang asks for something unexpected, that Gucheon be allowed to leave the palace and live freely. In this choice, refusing to drag him further into her revenge, I felt that Saeng-gang has stopped seeing Gucheon as a mere tool. But when it comes out that Gucheon has found the person who killed Saeng-gang's mother, Saeng-gang goes straight to the Queen Dowager. She confronts her head-on about everything, including her mother's death, and presents as evidence the dish of poisoned food sent the day before her mother died. I think this is the scene where Saeng-gang finally steps over the threshold from victim to judge. Episode 4 ends as Saeng-gang sets the evidence down before the Queen Dowager. The moment the great case of the Pond Spirit is resolved, the real fight moves to person against person inside the palace. The East Palace is holding number 1 on Netflix globally and the top 10 in 81 countries in its opening week. If I had to name a weakness, Gucheon's crisis of possession is resolved a touch quickly, but the weight placed on his bond with Saeng-gang made it land for me. Dasu's rating, 4.7 out of 5. This was Dasu, see you next episode.